Hey guys, my name is Pranisha Rizal and today we're going to read the chapter 3 of It's Hard to Be a Hero by Nirang. Um, as the internet is gone, I'm using the app on my PC to read it. It's a good thing that I added it in my library, so let's see. Chapter so let's get in. Chapter 3. The bell rang and we were dismissed from class. Harry didn't even attempt to look at me. It's not like I was expecting a thank you or something like that. Okay, admittedly I was. I didn't have anyone to talk to or anyone to see in break. I decided to go to the restroom to fix my makeup. This is gonna be a bad idea. I know that for sure. Actually, I didn't even use a lot of makeup. I only applied some eyeliner to emphasize my eyes. Whatever, I went to the restroom to fix my eyeliner. And fixed my eyeliner. When I was about to leave, I noticed some dollies on the wall next to the door. Yushin is so pretty. Yushin is the best. Taehyung is so handsome. Kiki. Did you guys hear that Han Hye likes Yushin's ex-boyfriend? Yo, I thought Yushin and Hye were best friends. After reading, shouldn't it be hearing? Reading that last sentence, could slowly see a motive behind the scene that happened today. This this Yeshit girl seemed to have a high position here. I guess she won't just let me go after I embarrassed her like that. Well, shit. I promised my father not to cause any trouble. He's the most important person to me. I don't want to disappoint him. But on the other hand, I can't let this sassy girl win. Just in that moment, someone entered the restroom. Shit, 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 ye shit. A smirk appeared on Ye Shit's face as she saw me standing in front of her. She took out a black marker and came closer to me. She turned to the wall behind me and wrote something. After doing that, she left. I was unsure if I should read what she wrote or not. I took a deep breath and looked to the wall. Let's make the new student leave, Min Yishit. Well, sorry, Dad. I took out a red marker and started writing underneath Yishit's note. Try me, bitch. This should cause enough trouble for me. I went back to the classroom as the bell rang. I remained in my seat as everyone stood up to receive their scores of a past test. Class was pretty boring, but I still managed to pay the teacher my full attention. I let out a sigh of relief as the teacher dismissed us from class. I directed my attention to Yishit, who was walking towards the rude guy from before. Hey, Kim Tae-hyung, Yishit smiled innocently. What is it? I liked the fact he spoke rudely to Yishit and didn't even look at her while talking. Could you help me with my studies? I have no time for things like that, he said and left. Ha, seems like Yishit doesn't get everything she wants. I went to I went to my locker to put some of my books in it. Hey, Minre? Ah, it's Minre, right? I heard a husky voice from behind. I turned to see that young guy standing in front of me. My name is Mirai, not Minre, I replied. Whatever, I have a favor to ask you. I was a little surprised. A favor? What kind of favor? Let me guess. He wants to make her his fake girlfriend or whatever. Please seat yourself somewhere else. You're like a giant. I can't see the blackboard because of you. Giant, disguised like a cockroach. Giant, who are you to insult me? Well, maybe I overreacted a little bit, but which girl wouldn't get angry when someone makes fun of her size? Nobody insulted you. He scanned me from head to toe. When I think about it, I actually like tall girls. Oh my god. This is a total cringe fest. I'm not complaining though. I'm not complaining. Okay, let's read the next part. Try again. Blah, blah. Chapter 4. When I think about it, I actually like tall girls. I tried to reply, but I couldn't find any suitable words for the situation. Fortunately, he didn't even give me an opportunity to speak. Just seat yourself somewhere else. I gave in and nodded. I turned back to my locker. Okay, thanks, he casually said and headed towards another direction. I was still holding my books in my left hand as I decoded my locker. I reached out my hand to open it when a hand suddenly grabbed my hand, stopping me from opening my locker. I directed my gaze to the side to see Taehyung again. What is it this time? I asked, annoyed, and loosened my hand from his. He took my hand again and turned around and stepped in front of me. That I faced his back. We're standing beside my locker as he reached out his other hand to my locker and opened it. My eyes widened as green paint splashed out of my locker. You shit, you little piece of shit. Theon got a few small splashes on his uniform. I would be completely green if he didn't pull me aside. He, he turned to me and stared directly into my eyes, still holding my hand. His expression was blank. A little thank you for seating yourself somewhere else. He let my hand go and was about to leave when I called after him. How did you? I decided not to question him. After he left, I noticed everyone's eyes on me, but I didn't care at all. I closed my locker and headed to my destination. How the hell did this girl manage to arrange that trap when today's my first day at school? That piece of shit. School finally ended and I made my way to the cafe I started working at a week ago. The cafe was full with customers, so I hurried and changed into casual clothes and put my apron on. I started my shift as I left the work the workers' locker room. Let me guess what happens next, even though I know I'll be wrong. Either either like she will run into Taehyung or whatever that bully that Yi shit or her and her minions, or she's going to like run uh or she is going to run into another K-pop star who is not a K-pop star here but just a normal person. So let's see. I worked delightedly and served every customer with a friendly expression on my face. The green tea is for table 8, I heard my coworker shouting. Got it! I made my way to the table 8 with a tray in my hand. The cafe got a lot quieter in the past hours. Ugh! I squealed loudly. Someone got in my way and we bumped into each other so that the tea poured all over my body. The hot liquid burnt my skin. I eyed the person who caused this and was unable to believe what I saw. It was that Taehyung guy again. Knew it! I knew it! He was about to say something, but I hurried into the locker room to change into my school uniform as soon as possible. My upper body was awfully red and my skin was still burning terribly. I just bore the pain since there was nothing like a shower for the workers. Fortunately, the owner of the cafe gave me permission to leave earlier today. Slowly, I made my way home. I looked around with the hope of seeing someone I knew. I didn't want to walk home alone. But what was I expecting? I had no friends yet. Besides Taehyung. Do you consider him your friend though? Like you just had like one interaction with each other. Not even one, like two, three at maximum. Like seriously. Three or four at maximum. I don't think you can consider him friends yet. No way. We were not that close to be labeled as friends. I told you, but he could have waited for me and apologized for the trouble he caused. That was the least he could do. Since I felt a little lonely, I decided to call my father to distract myself a little bit. Yes, my father answered my call. Appa, are you already at home? I'm in the middle of a meeting right now. Is something wrong? Aren't you working? Mirai? I'm alright. I just missed you. Don't let your employees wait and finish your meeting. I cut off my father. Okay, let's talk when I'm home then. Nah, I replied and hung up. I smiled unknowingly as I thought about my father. After my mother died, of course her mother died. Of course her mother died. Of course. And if it was the father who was dead, then the mother would have been a piece of shit. After my mother died, he was the only person I could rely on. Although he owns a big company, parenting me was always his priority. He didn't raise me as an arrogant, superior feeling child. He wanted me to grow up like any other child. He even got me several jobs so I could learn to be independent and earn my money, my own money just like him. Not even one of my friends or even my teachers at my school at my old school knew about my family background. True friends are those who love you for who you are. That's what my father always says. I finally reached the gate of our house after a long time. Mirai, my daughter, my father greeted me. Is that how you greet your daughter? Hey, you're back! Come on, eat up. Eat your lunch or something. That's how my parents greet me. Like when I come back. Appa, why are you at home? What about the meeting? I was surprised. I just postponed the meeting. He took my backpack and carried it to my room. I followed him as we sat on my bed. What's the matter? Why are you home at this hour? It's not even evening yet. Was your first day at school so bad, Dad? I'm fine, really. I'm just tired a little bit, that's all. I don't believe you, but fine. You know that you can come and talk to me whenever you want. I stood up and patted my head. Aish, my troublemaker. I smiled at him innocently. After he left, I went to the bathroom and took a cold and quick shower, hoping for it to help. I applied some sunburn salve. I didn't blame Daehyung at all. I mean, he didn't do that on purpose. Let's see how many more chapters does it have. Wait, is that how you do it? No. Oh, you can, like, change the reading mode. That's kinda cool. increase the size a little bit. The next part. Ooh, that's cool. So, chapter 5. Sorry about that. Morning came and I tried to suppress the pain and just go to school. I didn't want a certain person to think she won. But damn, my burn marks worsened and the straight blouse of my uniform felt like a cage. Oh, and not to forget my heavy-ass backpack. How am I supposed to walk all the way to school like this? I sat on my bed for 15 minutes, not doing anything. Afterwards, I took a deep breath and mustered all my strength and ran down the stairs to, to the kitchen, where my father was breakfasting. Shouldn't it be when where my father was having his breakfast? Okay, I'll just leave it. Appa, what's the matter? I'm late for school. Can Ajushi drop me off somewhere nearby school? Aish, this punk, my father said. Ajushi doesn't feel well today. He didn't come to work, he continued. Shit. Now I don't now I don't just have to walk to school. No. On top of that, I'll be late on my second day of school. My father stood up from the kitchen table and put his jacket on. Let's go, he said. Dad, you'll be late because of whatever. Let's go, he said and walked out of the house in his luxurious car. I followed him and got in. You're the best, Appa. I gave him the brightest smile ever. He patted my head and smiled. I know. We drove for about 15 minutes until we arrived at a quiet place nearby school. I looked out of the window to check if anyone was out there. People shouldn't see me coming out from such a luxurious car. I couldn't see anyone. I gave my father a kiss on his cheek and left the car. As long as I didn't think about the pain, it was bearable. First class was gym class. Thanks, life. I waited until all girls were done changing, so I could undress comfortably without anyone noticing the burnt marks on my upper body. When I thought everyone left, I started unbuttoning my blouse. Standing there in my bra and my skirt, I heard a noise. In the blink of an eye, I put my pullover on. My eyes widened as I saw Yi Shit standing in front of me with one of her friends. She folded her arms, raising an eyebrow and smirking. Get well soon, she said, and left the room with her friend. Well then, what am I supposed to do now? Should I just stay in the dressing room, pretending to be sick? I finished dressing and mustered my strength and took a deep breath. Don't walk away from your problems, solve them. That's what I used to say to my former best friend. Now I have to do the same. Well, it's not like I'm afraid of ye shit. I went to the sports hall where all of my classmates, except for Taehyung, were gathered. Yishit was standing in front of the crowd, announcing something. I persuaded Mr. Jung to let us play dodgeball today. She gave me an evil smirk. Shit, 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 ye shit. M- Min Ye-shin, you persuaded me to do this, so you'll be the first team captain. And the second team captain will be Mr. Jung. Let his eyes wander through the crowd. Everyone turned their heads into the direction of the door as it opened and revealed Taehyung, who was late again. Taehyung, come over here. And Mr. Jung last sentence. Finished his sentence. Choose your teammates. Yishin, you go first. Yishin winks to Hiri. Han Hiri, come here. Hiri went over to Yishin and smiled to her. What the hell? Your turn, Taehyung. Yishin smiled innocently. Min Rae, he said. I didn't respond. It would be hella embarrassing if there was someone called Minre, but I would respond. On top of that, he doesn't have any reason to choose. Wait, where was I? To to choose me as the first player. Minre, he repeated himself a little bit louder now. I avoided his look until he started walking towards me. I turned my head to face him. He stopped in front of me and nudged my head. Yeah, you should respond when someone calls you. I rubbed the area on my head and he nudged. And you should learn to remember one's name. That's disrespectful. Taehyung walked to the front and I followed him. Taehyung and Yishin continued choosing player until everyone was assigned for the team. Mr. Jung blew his whistle and the game started. Strangely, Yishin didn't attack me yet. I tried to hide behind my teammates all the time, but they were eliminated one by one. Suddenly, a boy appeared in front of me. He targeted me and was ready to shoot me hardly. I gripped my stomach, where I had the most burnt marks, protectively and ready to get hurt. Suddenly, Taeyang appeared out of nowhere, put himself in front of me, and shot the guy with his ball. Yes! 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 Did he do that for me or for the team? Taeyang didn't leave my side and protected me almost until almost everyone was eliminated from the game. Taehyung and I, Hyeri, Yeshet, and another boy from the opposite team called Kangjun were the last ones standing. Taeyang was shooting fiercely as I was still hiding behind him. Suddenly, Hyeri broke down to the floor, squealing. Mr. Jung ran to her and asked what happened. "I think I twisted my ankle," she said and stood up with the help of Mr. Jung and another girl. "Continue playing, kids. I'll take care of Hyeri and come back immediately," he said and left us. Some girls in the crowd were cheering for Taehyung, some for Kang Chun, and the rest cheered for Yishin. Wow, I feel so loved. I saw a ball rolling towards me, so I kneeled down to pick it up, and too late. Kangchun was already in shooting position. Taeyong hid his arm behind his back, hiding and protecting me. I could feel my cheeks heating up. So 23 minutes have passed since I started recording this video. So I think that's enough for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Bye.